also see rule of law, where we saw in Napoleonic Code, right? From where in the French civil justice they have picked it up, right? We have seen rule of law and constitutionalism. That is the written constitution, right? The written constitution is superior to any arbitrary power. Even the French Revolution, it institutionalized this, right? Replacing the arbitrary monarchy and the feudal privileges. Third thing we see over here is social and economic transformation. They advanced the ideals of capitalism, free trade, and individual enterprise. Apart from this, we also see over here the conception of nationalism and the global influence, right? The conception of nation state. The revolutionary ideas had inspired these independent movements, right? In Latin America, in India, in Africa, in Asia. They laid the intellectual groundwork for the struggle against the colonialism and authoritarianism. Now understand that India is a democracy and the question has been asked in Indian governance paper, right? So you have to answer this in relevant to foundations of modern world, right? You will write about other places, but you will write that even the fight against the British imperialists in India had been influenced by these revolutionary movements, because we'll see coming up of few extremist and moderates in Indian modern India. We'll see that it, for example, it was Lala Lajpat Rai, who was inspired by the revolutionary ideas of Mazzini, right? So it is said that they set up the principle of democracy, fundamental rights, secularism, nationalism, and capitalism, on which the modern democracies are left today, right? Another question which they have asked this year in 2025, French Revolution has enduring relevance to the contemporary world. Now, the ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity, these become the core of the modern democracy, right? Even in Indian Constitution, we have seen this. Where can you give me one example? In the fundamental rights and the conception of social justice, like you have a liberty, you have a freedom to speech, but it is restricted. Equality, yes, there is equal protection of law. There is equality before law under Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, right? Fraternity, again, that's a feeling of brotherhood or commonness, universalhood, right? Again, rule of law and popular sovereignty. The revolution, it ended the divine rights of the king and it established the idea that sovereignty rests with the people, right? This we have seen in India, which is built on the foundations of it. Third thing over here is social transformation. That is abolition of the feudal privileges in France. It has inspired the movement against the social hierarchies globally. The struggle against the caste discrimination in India, it echoes the spirit of dismantling entrenched inequalities, right? And in article again 14, 15 and 16, government has given affirmative actions or the reservation systems, right, to uphold the social equality for all the people based on the conception of John Rawls' differential equality. Apart from this, we have seen here human rights and secularism. The Declaration of rights of men and citizen. It inspired the later documents like Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, what is the secularism? As institutionalized in France, it remains vital in Indian society. I'll just take you over here, okay? Because you will think that we have same secularism. So 1 minute over here we'll discuss that the conception of the Western form of secularism. Over here we see that the state and the religion are completely separated, right? This model is your mutually exclusive model of secularism. But when we see in context of India, we see that this state and the religion, this is mutually inclusive model, right? The state under Article 17, it bans untouchability, right? And for the religion, it under Article 29 and 30, it makes reservation of the linguistic minorities and others, right? Although we have picked up the concept, this means secularism means this worldliness. You are questioning about the topic of this world, right? The fifth point over here is nationalism and anti-colonial struggles, right? The Napoleon's reform and revolutionary ideas spread nationalism across the Europe. After this, in fact, I discussed that part of Vienna Congress will see that there will be unification of Italy and Germany, which is inspiring the independence movements in Latin America, Asia, and Africa. It calls for justice, equality, and people's sovereignty, continues to guide the global democracies. We have seen lots of social justice movement. Now, here there are no examples. You can write the examples. For example, hashtag Black Lives Matters, right? So such examples, hashtag Me Too movements, you can add such examples. And struggles for humanitarian rights in 21st century. So two nations we have finished. The first one over here we did was American Revolution. The second one we did here was French Revolution. Now we will see next class about the Industrial Revolution of Britain, which was parallelly happening, right? How they sustained themselves despite the 7 years of war with France, right? How they converted the manpower into the production house, right? And then our class will proceed further from Industrial Revolution to unification of Germany and Italy and Germany, because French Revolution is the one which again inspires them. Is it clear? Okay.